What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media and I'm back with another video. So today I'm having Marco. He hasn't been hanging out for a while now, but he's taking his Widebody 370Z over here to my place, and what he's going to be doing is we're backing the car up over here in the garage and we're going to be test fitting these SSR Professor SP1 wheels. So there's his 370Z. So he hasn't been here in a minute, and he does want to get a different three-piece wheel setup. So low car problems trying to back up. It'll work. So we're gonna test fit it on one side. So let me just show you guys Marco's current wheel setup. So these are the Star F14 wheels in red. So this is not an option unless you pay extra, but you know, definitely goes really well with the whole white and red theme. So how long have you had these wheels for?
Probably about
2 years?
2.5 years now.
2.5? That is crazy.
Already on the second set of tires on the rear. Yeah.
So Toyo R888R tires.
And you can see the flake on that special paint. Oh.
Looks crazy. So yeah, what are the wheel specs right now, the way it sits?
So they're staggered. On the front they're 11.5, and it's just a +6, I believe. And the same with the rear, but except it's 12-inch wide.
So
11.5 inch.
18s, right?
18s.
18 by 11 up front and 18 by 12 back there. I'm not 100% sure what the wheel specs are on these. I think the fronts are 9.5 or 10.5. So yeah. I don't know, and it's a little stretch.
Yeah, I just have to see on the rear what it says. It'll say
rear is pretty fat lip. I think it's a 12.5 on the rear. So yeah. We're just gonna do one side, you know, just to see how it looks. Marco did say he was wanting to do like a three-piece wheel setup. Not sure if these wheels or any other wheels, but hey, one of white look pretty good. Plus, since I have them just sitting there, might as well try them on. I've been wanting to kind of see them on the car for a while, because the white and white is gonna look pretty.
Those are made for the Z for sure, dude.
Z specs. Yeah. So I have everything here. We have the jack stands. We're gonna jack up the car and, you know, get to slapping the wheels on. Well, so unfortunately we do need a 3-inch adapter because Marco's wheel lock, it's a 1/2 inch and I only have 3/8 inch, so that's not gonna work. So we're gonna make a quick trip to Harbor Freight. I'm gonna take my car, since I live pretty close to Harbor Freight, thankfully, pick up an adapter and we'll be back. So taking the car out for a little bit. Marco said he hasn't rode in the car for a long time, so we didn't have this, we didn't have the gauges back then, so it's been a minute. I don't think I had the tune back then too, but well, the car's not too much faster. But yeah, just gonna drive to Harbor Freight real close and get what we need. Just go over here to Harbor Freight. So if you guys, oh wait, sorry, this is Dollar Tree. Harbor Freight's over there. If you guys didn't know, Harbor Freight, if your state or city has it, it's great. Bunch of tools at a great low price.
A few moments later.
So Marco just picked up breaker bar. We decided that it's a little cheaper option because the socket, oh, he got a free light. That's pretty awesome. It's a little cheaper than getting a socket adapter. Apparently it was pretty expensive. So we're just gonna head back to the house and hopefully set the wheels on without any issues. So we just got the breaker bar. So even though we didn't have the adapter, which would have worked pretty well, breaker bar works too. I have a 3/8 breaker bar, so that wouldn't really work. But yeah, Marco's just breaking the lugs right now, and then like I said, we're just doing one side. So once he breaks both lugs, both front and rear, jack up the car and I'm gonna set these bad boys on. So let me give you guys a little more up close of the wheels while Marco's doing that. So again, these are SSRs, Japanese brand. These specifically are the Professor SP1 wheels in 3-piece. Why is 3 pieces? Because he has the lip, has the face, and has the barrel. Pretty much these wheels brand new. They're a lot. They cost like $4 brand new. But as you can tell, these wheels, you know, they're not in the greatest condition. It does need some work. and if Marco does want to get them in the future, he probably wants some work done, like maybe getting feather lips, different colors, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just pretty excited to see these wheels on the car because white on white might look pretty good, and it's gonna look pretty different because these Forge Star wheels has many spokes versus the SSR's 5-spoke wheels. So pretty cool to see how it turns out. And for some of you guys who might be wondering, why don't I just set these wheels on my car? Number one, because I love T37s. If I do want a different wheel setup, I don't know, I feel like I might just go back to Rays. Secondly, these are a staggered setup, and you know, you can't really run a staggered setup on these cars. You run a square setup, so yeah, that wouldn't work. I will have to get them rebuilt. I also prefer the 6 spokes on the T37s compared to the 5 spokes. And I don't know, I like a nice 1-piece forged wheel compared to 3-piece wheels. So it all boils down to preference. Yeah, so right now we're gonna, I think Marco's almost done breaking the lugs. Jack up the car. I see that he's putting this LED light to work that we got free from Harbor Freight. It's magnetic, so it sticks in the car. So whenever your wheel and tires off the car, is always a good time to, you know, check out how much tire thread you have left. So yeah, it's pretty getting pretty bald. You said rears, you're already on second set. These are still the original ones
from 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
So okay, so Marco dailies, well, for a while he was dailying on these tires. So how would you say like the lifespan of the Toyo R888Rs? So R888Rs, they're the pretty much the most aggressive tire you can get from Toyos, but the thread life is not the best. How long do you have like for dailying it?
Well, if your car was all-wheel drive and you drive it like very spiritually and
yeah,
basically you would go like 1 to 1.5, pushing it 1.5 years.
Okay, for dailying it.
For daily, yeah.
How many miles do you think you got out of this tire?
Oh man, probably just only about 30,000.
30,000 miles?
That's what for the rears at least, driving hard, but that's a rear wheel drive car, so
that's
all
true.
The power goes there.
On the rear.
Maybe it might be equally more, you know, when you drive R888Rs on an all-wheel drive car. So it really depends on what kind of car you put it on.
That's true, but super aggressive
Still
tire tread.
See for the front.
One thing to note though, in the rain it's just a little sketchy, right? From what I heard.
So only use it if you're in the dry climate, like anywhere down south, mostly in the desert.
It's really like a trek tire, I guess. Yeah.
No, you can use it every day if your state permits that shit, but...
Or if it's strictly like you don't drive it on the rain, just drive it in nice weather, it's fine.
Nice weather, dry roads, the best tire you can drive.
Really sticky. Yep. So we got the fronts off. I guess while the front is off, we can slap on the fronts. Rear is almost off. I just got to get 2 more lugs out and we can take off the rear tire as well. So the rears are some big boys. Real fat.
Super heavy as fuck.
Oh, so another thing too, so even though Marco, so you said 18 by 12?
Yeah.
On the rears, and some, I mean, he's what tires, what 315, 305s?
Yeah, 315s.
Jeez, 315 on the rears. It's super, you know, like super wide tire, but he still has to run spacers. So this goes to show how crazy wide the wide body kit is.
This is the deepest deep concave you can go with 4 stars. The offset, the max is only +6. See?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I mean, the Z itself, it's a pretty wide car from the factory. I think there are stock Zs fitting like a 305.
Yeah, they can do 12 inches, but you have to have stretched tires on it. All right. Here we go.
Careful. All right.
Ooh, sticky. So still the brand new tire. I just got.
Look at that.
A few months ago.
Dang, some big boys. Some fresh meat. Alright, so I guess we can just put it back there and fit the new wheels, see how they look. Alright, so Marco said, you know, it would be a good idea to do a side-by-side comparison. So again, these are the Forge Star F14 wheels, 18 by 12, and then tires are what?
315 by 30, 18 inch.
315, 30, 18s. And then these, I believe these wheels are a little wider. I think Min measured it. It's kind of hard to measure like a 3-piece wheel, but I don't know how he measured it. Pretty fat lip, as you can see back here. And then these tires are a little bit stretched. Are these what, 295s, 285s?
285,
285s.
19s.
And if you look from the top, you can see tires are slightly stretched. So definitely could run more tire on it. But yeah, the wheel does look a little wider. If you look at the barrel. So definitely really different tire setup. These kind of look like all seasons, I think.
They're about close to 12-inch, both of them wide right now. With the 12 or 12 and a half.
I think Min measured 12 and a half.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking.
But it's rebuilt, so you can't really tell, you know.
Yeah.
That's just collecting dust, spider webs. And then you can fill up the air from in here. Yeah, let's slap them on. And you know, with the dish, you can always have this face all the way inside. You can rebuild it to any way you like, depending on how fat a lip you want. We'll throw this on the rear. I guess fronts on fronts, rear on rear. I do know the rears, well, the fronts are gonna look kind of weird because the fronts aren't as wide, but the rears should.
I have spacers on here though.
Oh yeah. I mean, we can just throw it on with the spacers, see if it pokes out way too much first, and then we'll take out the spacers. Alright, we have the wheel on, so it does look like it fits a little wider from up top, right?
Yeah, we just have to put a couple lug nuts in and then drop it down slowly.
Just to see how it looks. The lug nuts over here, we'll put three lug nuts. So even though it looks like it's sticking out a fair bit, whenever you drop the car, it's gonna have a little bit of natural camber. Oh, bear in mind, Marco is still running the spacers. How wide?
45 millimeters.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Those are some pretty fat spacers. Let me get it in. Yep, pretty fat spacers back there.
Dang. See how far it comes from the calipers. Right there.
Yep.
All the way to the
right
rotors.
There. That's crazy.
And the rotors are already fat as fuck. You see how they are?
Yep.
Super thick.
Dang, that's really crazy. So the goal is, I mean, if you have to run spacers to get a better fitment, that's good. But you know, if you have to run no spacers at all, even better. So that hopefully that's the goal. I mean, if Marco has to rebuild the lips anyway, then you know. Let's see. So we're just gonna put 3 lugs. He's not gonna drive on it. He's just gonna lower the car. I think we should put the fronts on too, just to see.
Too, of course.
Do you have spacers up front?
No spacers up front. So
I'm wondering if we need to borrow spacers.
I still have some 15 mil H&Rs in the garage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the fronts, I believe, are 10.5 compared to Marco's, what, 11.5?
Yeah.
So these aren't as wide. Ooh, the big brake kit. Clears it.
It clears. Hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, it clears. It's just
damn, it makes
close.
It stick out.
You can see the red caliper. I guess the red on red wheels, you don't see it as obvious, but you can see that caliper pop.
Yeah, because it's deep concave on the Ford Star, so it's like.
And there's so many spokes too, you know?
Yeah, so you can't really.
Damn, that's pretty crazy.
That's what really makes the SSRs a really nice wheel, because it could really make your BBKs.
That's what I feel right now. I was like, I need some big brakes. Look.
It made it look like it's like 18 inches. 18-inch fucking rotors. And
they look massive, yeah. One thing I don't like about the front tires is it's pretty stretched.
Yeah, it looks
so,
like it's super stretched.
What are these? 235s. God damn, 235, 35. Oh, these are 19s.
Yeah, they're 19.
I forgot.
So they're gonna look like it's it's an inch more than mine, right? With the diameter size.
Yeah, so Marco's are 18s, but he has a pretty meaty sidewall, versus these SSRs are 19s, but because it's stretched, you know, it doesn't look as big. But once you put in like a feather tire, you know, that will look pretty nice. Again, different tastes. Min totally the stance guy of the group. You know, he likes the stretch tire look. I like a more meaty tire. I have mine a little stretch just to get a better fitment.
But that's the thing. With this wide body setup, we could put a meaty ass fucking tire and still do good. Cause look what I did. Yeah, I was able to do
the fronts is pretty meaty.
To adjust the height or anything. Just off the measurements.
Dang. So same thing. We just did 3 lug nuts on the front. He's just gonna use the wheel lock just to tighten it a little bit, and then we're gonna drop it down. Again, we're not gonna drive on it. We're just gonna drop it down, see how it looks. And the white on white might look pretty crazy. The front for sure is gonna tuck. I don't know about the rears. The rears, ooh, it's pretty meaty. Even though stretch is still pretty meaty. But then again, like I said, there are spacers.
Some WD-40 on this shit. But...
Marco's gonna drop it. Drop it low.
Oh damn, it's super tight.
That's what she. Ooh. I'm gonna drop it slowly. I guess these tires are super stretched, so it looks like it's pretty big gap.
The rears are looking nice though. But the fronts are
the front's kind of
that shit's weak, bro. What is that?
Well, it's super stretched.
Damn.
So, with the rears,
I gotta get my phone.
Ooh, it's on your car.
Wait, I'll get a video.
Dang.
I got a video. You will raise it up a little bit again, and then you drop.
So here's a little view of the car. So the white on white looks, I mean the tire setup, ignore that right now because the tire is pretty stretched. The fronts are definitely not what Marco wants. Rears are pretty aggressive. Marco, come over here. Look from this angle. Well, again, you can kind of see the car. Like the whole, it looks pretty cool. I don't know. I like the spoke pattern.
I like the triple lip too, that's why.
Triple lip?
Yeah, I'll probably keep it like that too.
The step lip, yeah. So
yeah, triple step lip. Well,
step lip style.
Triple. And on the front it's like, but I want.
I think you should keep it silver. You say you wanted to paint?
Yeah, powder coat the whole face.
The whole face?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll look pretty crazy.
You do like hardware, get red hardware, that'll look pretty cool.
Shine that light right there.
Gotta do it for the gram. So again, this side has the white SSR Professor SP1 wheels. The other side still has the 4-star wheels. So what do you guys think? Well, it's kind of hard to see the 4-star wheels from this angle, but again, 4-star wheels, SSR wheels. I mean, they're very different setups. You know, this is a 1-piece wheel, that's a 3-piece wheel. I mean, different brands, different spoke patterns. This is more spokes, less spokes, different colors. You know, it's a whole different setup. But yeah, I mean, both. I mean, red wheels or white wheels look great on the car because Marco's whole car is pretty much white and red. So he was thinking if he do get these wheels, he kind of want different lips. He want to get it, you know, painted. But I don't know, I kind of dig the silver, the chrome lips for some reason. And Hot Boy over here. And just like that, the old 4-star wheels are back on. So really different setups. Like I said, we have all 4 wheels here. If Marco does decide to get them, it'll be a different different setup for sure. What do you think of the wheels after seeing them on?
Oh yeah, dude, I definitely would want to rebuild them because they're pretty good for the price, you know. So I definitely want those.
We'll talk.
Wanted the SSRs.
We'll talk some details with Marco if he does decide to get the wheels. You know, we'll see them on the car in the future. So yeah. If you guys like the SSR wheels or you guys like the 4-star wheels, leave in the comment section below which wheels you like better on the car. Again, there's no good and bad. They're both great wheels, just really different setup. If you guys like the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And again, you can follow my boy Marco on his Instagram page. We'll be catching a little rolling shot of his car when he leaves the house. And then I'm going to end the video. So don't forget to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.